Finally. What time do you call this?
Well, it's earlier than I might have been. But on the other hand, it's later than I expected.
Are you being profound?
He wishes.
I'm sorry. Please ignore my droid. Is there a problem?
Yes, there is. We're in the midst of a disaster. A meltdown. Somehow a bird got in and made a total mess. And the official cleaning team is indisposed. On today of all days. I, P4RT, have been delegated to resolve this issue. For your own well-being, I invite you to call me T. I hereby subdelegate the task of cleaning this area to you and your droid.
Actually, I'm just here to speak with Officer Orana. Can you tell me where she is?
Officer Arana is occupied in the control room right now, not to be disturbed. In fact, she's even locked the elevator. Not that it's any business of a cleaner.
Maybe we can start with cleaning the control room.
The control room demands a top-of-the-range cleaning team. And I very much doubt that rust bucket is up to the job.
Hey, this isn't rust. These are janitorial scars of honor.
He may be old school, but he gets the job done.
Either way, you're going nowhere till this whole area is spotless.
You won't be disappointed. Right, Joey?
Spotless is my middle name, Foster.
You will remember, of course, to uphold all ministry regulations. Cleaners must be uniformed and accompanied by a cleaning droid.
I'm right here, you know.
Yes, and will be expected to be silent. Kindly remember your place. Please return when everything is in order.
T was a stickler for the rules. To have any chance of getting that travel waiver for Arana, I would have to play along. Me again.
However, I also see you are not appropriately equipped to work. Please return when everything is in order.
If I was going to get to speak to Arana, I'd need to play...
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
Take me to my apartment.
Certainly, Citizen Graham.
Oh, you must be Grundy. Graham Grundy?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Tarquin was telling me you and he had quite a crisis on your hands. The pair of you rescuing some poor wee mite from certain doom.
Well, I suppose.
How terribly inspiring for you. Oh, anyway, just look at the time. I fear I shall lose the best table. Sir Reginald Arthur Schnipple requires his daily tipple. No inspiration sans precipitation, what? Good day, Mr. Grundy.
Don't get any ideas, Foster. Just because it has arms doesn't make it better than me. Isn't that right, Foster? Foster?
Commencing refill.
Welcome home. Your delivery has been placed in your domicile.
Excuse me, please.
Get a load of this guy.
I could make anything look good.
You'll have everything squeaky clean soon, Rob. And wearing that, emphasis on the squeaky. Nice floor. Real modest. Looks like the other beam was compensating.
Pod has been requested. Please wait for embarkation. Welcome. Where would you like to go?
The piazza is the place for me.
It would be my pleasure, Citizen Graham. Welcome, Citizen. Where would you like to go?
Take me to the...
You don't have...
If I was
Where would you like to go?
to the...
Of course. And don't forget to aspire to aspire.
Hey, what's with that frightened expression you're wearing?
Me again.
So I see. Excellent. You have your uniform. Oh, still the same droid, huh? Shame. On second thoughts, your droid does look rather antique. Are you sure it's up to the task?
This thing has a name?
Don't worry. We're thrilled to be here and ready to work hard.
Good. Waiting for you has already set my schedule back. So trust me, I'm thrilled to see you too. I shall be supervising the area preparations, should you require me. Unless there was anything else.
Tell me something about yourself, T.
I live by a simple motto. Cleanliness is next to Joey-ness.
Catchy.
Do you have a problem with vermin?
Yes. Gangs are attracted to our beautiful flora, but then create a dreadful mess. Those nasty creatures must not be allowed to ruin the Aspiration Gala.
How can they be stopped?
Our fearless vermin robot will make sure they don't get anywhere near the tree.
I could deal with the bird for you.
Absolutely not. The vermin robot is in complete control. And you're on cleaning duty.
I really need to speak to Officer Orana.
Officer Arana is busy with preparations for the gala. She has given specific instructions not to be disturbed.
Are you sure that room doesn't need cleaning too? We won't disturb her, I promise.
No way. I'm still waiting to be impressed by your clean...
If I was going to get to Arana, I'd need to prove to T that Joey and I were up to the task.
One of those robots again? Please, just no more rats.
Joey, would you mind tidying up around here? We'll need to impress that droid if we want permission to speak to Arana.
Excuse me? Do I look like a cleaning droid?
You look exactly like a cleaning droid, Joey.
Yeah, well, appearances are deceptive.
Look, I know you're not a real cleaning droid, just like I'm not the real Graham Grundy.
Oh, so I should pretend to clean up the area?
No, I mean actually clean up the area.
Really, Foster? Must I?
Yes, and look like you're enjoying it.
Okay, but you owe me.
A powerful spray was drenching the tree and everything around it. Joey, can you handle all this cleaning by yourself?
No way. We're supposed to be working together.
We are. I find the mess, you clean the mess.
I'm beginning to question this arrangement.
Joey, could you...
Yes, yes, clean the whole area up. I get it.
It was a hand scanner. For some reason, Arana had locked down the elevator.
Intercom disabled.
I'd have to get her attention another way.
It's like
An empty bird's nest had been built in the heart of the tree.
Keep that water away from my circuit board. How about that, Foster? A bird.
Gang was deep in the tree, well out of reach of the vermin droid. The vermin robot seemed pretty keen to get a hold of that bird. Some old bunting had been left in the tree. Cleaning that up would surely impress Dee. The vermin robot seemed pretty keen to get a hold of that bird.
How can I improve your productivity?
T, could you unlock the elevator for me?
I could. I don't see enough evidence as to why I should.
So we could leave it sparkling.
I don't believe your droid is up to the task.
I am. Just you watch me.
How am I doing?
You want me to review your performance? The ground appears...
Does that mean you'll unlock the elevator for us?
and allow some incompetent droid to run riot in the control room? I think not.
I think he's talking about you, Foster.
Our cleaning skills weren't making enough of an impression. I needed something big, something striking to clean if I was to impress the droid.
No, stop it! You're making a mess! Joey Preservers, what are we to do? This avian invasion is a disaster. Look at the mess! Citizen Graham, to work.
Hey, at least the bird's gone, right? That's pretty impressive.
The vermin? The vermin is gone, but behold this! This looks like a war zone! To work! To work! Remember, cleanliness is next to Joey-ness.
Yes, that's always been my motto.
Joey, could you...
Yes, clean the whole area up. I get it.
Some old bunting had been left in the tree. Cleaning that up would surely impress Dee. The bright flora needed to look its best for the Aspiration Gala.
You know, Foster, I think I'm starting to get the hang of... Uh-oh. The bunting's tangled in my brushes. My motor! I think my motor is on fire! Foster! I'm too young and talented to die! Help!
Quick, Joey, stop, drop, and... Look, stop and drop! Hurry!
What's going on down there? I thought this platform was supposed to be...
Officer Arana, I'm so sorry. The cleaning unit I was sent have proved to be wholly inadequate.
the cleaning unit. Hello?
Not what I'd had in mind, but my strategy had worked all the same. Now I could ask Orana about a travel waiver. Orana! Just the person I wanted to see.
Graham Grundy, what on earth are you doing here?
I wanted to ask you about something. So I came down here hoping I'd find you.
And you decided to get my attention by setting fire to this droid.
A happy accident.
I'm sure that T will clear this all up in good time. I'd better get on with my duties.
Of course. Hey, listen, before you go... So what is this place?
You mean the aspiration platform? It's a place to come and reflect your place in the world. Look up and see how far you've come. Look down and see what's left to aspire to.
So, a place where you can feel superior and inadequate all at the same time?
On the contrary, it's an uplifting, positive space. The perfect place to celebrate Aspiration Day.
What's your role in the Aspiration Day festivities?
I watch over everyone's well-being. It's very gratifying.
How do you do that? Supervise well-being, I mean.
Easy. If everyone is well, then I'm doing my job.
Orana, do you remember that missing kid I mentioned?
Did you find him?
Not yet, but I think I have a lead.
Mr. Grundy, I'm just a well-being officer. And I'm really not sure this is at all in the interest of your well-being. I get it. Kid goes missing, you want to help.
But
This isn't for either of us to deal with. Leave these things to the appropriate ministries. Okay?
I was hoping you could get me access to the recycling center in the industrial level. Area code E1594.
So that's what you were asking about earlier. I'm afraid that zone is prohibited, unless you have a travel waiver.
I know. Do you think you could authorize one for me?
Why would you want to go to there? It isn't safe for civilians.
It's about the missing child I told you about. I've been following some clues, and
Shouldn't that be reported to the appropriate ministry?
I've tried that, but no one seems to care.
I don't know. This is all very...
You've got to help me, please.
Okay. I'll authorize your travel waiver. But be careful.
Got it. Thank you, Arana.
There. I should get back to work. Keep a smile on your face.
At last, I had the waiver I needed. Next stop, Home Crescent Recycling Center.
Fire! I repeat, I am on fire! Save me!
Joey,
I'm dying, Foster! Burning! Save me! My board! My legacy! My probe!
don't worry, pal. I've got you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Just gotta pull this.
Ouch. Be careful with...
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
Take me to the Home Crescent Recycling Center.
Travel waiver accepted. Are you sure you want me to transport you to the industrial level?
Yes, I'm sure.
No one has ever asked me to take them up there before. Mind how you go, Citizen Graham.
The recycling center was located high in the city's industrial level. The place was filthy, noisy, and smelled terrible. If I was right about the tracker, then I'd find Lead here somewhere. But what was he doing with Graham in a place like this?
This area is restricted. You should not be here.
It looked like the stun droid was guarding the whole process.
Be like a reptile. None shall pass.
It was a scrappy security droid with a vicious-looking stun unit.
I will not yield.
Some of the trash was marked with the logo of Agio City.
Ah! What? Who are you?
Whoa! Hello.
What do you want? You security?
No, I'm looking for a guy called Leet.
Well, you just found him. Leet's the name. Tech's the game. What can I do for you today?
It's about a friend of mine, a guy called Graham. I think you know him. I'm looking for some information.
What sort of information?
I need to know what he was doing here.
Listen, pal, I can barely remember my own name. Let alone every Tom, Dick, and Graham that comes through here. I'll have to check my records.
Sure.
But, oh, my head.
What's up? Are you okay?
It's my bleeding noggin. Need my medicine.
Your medicine?
Aye, my medicinal moonshine. It's over in the other building. Take this, and fill it to the top. Then bring it back here.
And you'll check your records?
I will. You can trust me, pal.
An unspoken deal had been made. Leet wanted his moonshine. I wanted information. It was a rubber fish. It looked like the control panel for the conveyor belt and the crusher. To get to Leet's moonshine, I needed to find a way to disable the droid. It was a rusty old locker. It was a rusty old locker. Well, that had thrown a wrench in the works. Or to be more precise, a crowbar. My crowbar was jamming the crusher. The conveyor belt jolted to life, then clunked, and came to an abrupt stop.
Get away from this!
Well, that had thrown a wrench in the works. Or to be more precise, a crowbar.
Get away from this!
that had thrown a wrench in the works. Or to be more precise, a crowbar.
You're for it now.
Well, that had thrown a wrench in the works. Or to be more precise, a crowbar. Some of the trash was marked with the logo of Agio City. Well, that had thrown a wrench in the works. Or to be more precise, a crowbar.
Cease your meddling, foul beggar!
Well, that had thrown a wrench in the works. Or to be more precise, a crowbar. It looked like the control panel for the conveyor belt and the crusher.
You're for it.
It looked like the control panel for the conveyor belt and the crusher. Well, that had thrown a wrench in the works. Or to be more precise, a crowbar.
Get away from this!
Well, that had thrown a wrench in the works. Or to be more precise, a crowbar. The robot was nicely stuck in the crusher. The whole mechanism was toast. The old sign was an anchor held by a hastily fastened cable. It had seen better days. The box was corroded and wouldn't open. It was some sort of fuse box or switchboard. How's your head?
'Tis but a scratch. This is your fault. I'll do you for that.
You're trapped in an industrial crusher.
I'm invincible.
No, you're defective. I had to admire the droid's spirit, but it was defeated. The droid was no longer a threat.
You, human! I will not forget this.
The wheel was long since broken. I couldn't turn the valve off this way. The valve controlled the flow of gas to the furnace below. I, human. I was struck by a wave of heat and burnt plastic. A blazing furnace lit the room, fed by a series of pipes leading into the roof. The gas that had been flowing through the pipes was clearly powering the furnace. Can't waste that precious moonshine. I filled the bottle to the top. I hoped that would encourage Leet to help me. droid was no longer a threat. Hi there, Leet.
Oh, sorry. I was away with the fairies there. Any progress with my moonshine?
You're in luck. I've got it right here.
I knew that old security droid wasn't up to much.
He won't be bothering you anymore.
Good man. Now give me that bottle. So, what do you want to know?
I'm afraid I've got some bad news about our friend Graham Grundy.
Yeah? What's that?
Well, he's dead.
Dead? Oh, nuts. Damn shame. He was a lovely guy. Lovely.
So I hear. Anyway, I'm borrowing his ID.
You are? And how's that working out for you?
Not great. I'm having some technical problems.
Well, you've come to the right fella.
I'm having some issues with my U-chip. Can you help?
You bet. It's what I do.
Well, there's a weird security flag on Graham's ID. Maybe that's why I can't access his messages.
Oh?
And every time someone scans my U-chip, they notice the error. A mentor from the Ministry of Well-Being is investigating it right now.
You what? And you came here? You know they can track those things, right?
I, guess.
We need to get that flag removed immediately. This could bring down my entire operation.
Right. What do you need me to do?
Quick, get your hand on my workbench, now.
Why is it so tight?
To stop you getting away, you idiot.
What's the cleaver for?
What do you think? One more U-chip for my trade, and 2 more thumbs for my collection. Now hold still, while I focus on your wee digits.
I had to think fast. There had to be something within reach that I could use.
Oh, you look worried. Don't be.
I smashed the bottle over the guy's head.
Idiot! Nobody's ever got the best of Jimmy the Thumbs. Until now.
So, you aren't Leet then?
I never said I was.
Oh yes, you did. You maniac.
Everyone's got to have a hobby.
What's wrong with stamp collecting?
They call me Jimmy the Thumbs, pal. Not Jimmy the Philatelist.
Thumbs? That's what you're after?
And the U-chips, but mostly the thumbs.
You're insane. Now tell me where to find Leet. The real Leet.
He's hiding out. In a place too hot for the likes of you. Folks call it the Hellfire Club.
Save your riddles, Jimmy. And with that, Jimmy passed out. Looked like I'd have to find the real Leet on my own. I knew I shouldn't leave until I'd found out where the Bilby tracker was. Passed out, which was probably... There was a strange smell of almonds. I realized what the unicorn was made out of. Plastic explosive. I wasn't going to get anything more out of Jimmy for a while. The droid was no longer a threat. It was a rubber fish. I knew I shouldn't leave until I'd found out where the Bilby tracker was. The flames from the furnace were fierce. The furnace was too hot for me to get any closer. The gas that had been flowing through the pipes was clearly powering the furnace. The flames from the furnace were fierce. The gas that had been flowing through the pipes was clearly powering the furnace. was a heavy-duty throw switch. The valve controlled the flow of gas to the furnace below. It was a heavy-duty throw switch. Flames from the furnace were fierce.
Release me from your steel jaws, beast!
The main ingredient of Leeds moonshine appeared to be spangles. valve controlled the flow of gas to the furnace below. It was a heavy-duty throw switch. The furnace was too hot for me to get any closer. The furnace was too hot for me to get any closer.